but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down. Her actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she ended.
But this ain't even about money, y'all. This is about the principle.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I interacted with that man. The conversation was longer than what y'all seen, but I know what he said to me.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
No,
I don't think I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I want Keith Lee to tell me, after him knowing the truth now, if that man tell me to give them the money, I'll give it to him.
she asked for it. He doesn't normally even have to do this for other businesses. Do a follow-up video that has to be in this negative light, but they asked for it. Let me start by saying this did not have to end like this. This did not have to go like this. This was supposed to be a blessing. But thankfully, Keith Lee is here to let us know exactly what it is. And the girl Sherelle was 100% correct. 100%.
To be honest, there's not much to talk about, but there are a few conflated and confused things that's going around about the situation. So let's talk about them. 3 days ago, me and my family went to Sweetly Seasoned Food Truck. Number one, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team and this was a normal routine for them. The barber being there, the braider being there, family being there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Number two, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40.
That's a big point of contention. She wanted to change it and say how things were different. Keith Lee makes it clear they were never under the impression there was any free haircuts.
Never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said I want to get $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing. God willingly, after we post the video, there will be a line out the door. If there's a line out the door and there's a barber and a braider doing hair while people are waiting, that's marketing.
More business.
So again, it's in the hood. You playing music, you cutting hair, you braiding hair, y'all all sitting out, y'all having fun. It's a parking lot barbecue. So again, we don't know the behind the scenes if they knew each other, if they didn't know each other. And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction.
Right.
Then at 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep fast. And for me and my family safety in general, I don't never carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system. And even if we wanted to do it a different way, Zelle and Apple Pay wasn't an option because it was 4 or 5 people at the same time on live. So for safety reasons, they wouldn't be able to say their phone numbers or their personal information out loud. And as far as them taking my phone and putting their number in on Zelle themselves, I wouldn't hand my personal phone to nobody. So the POS system was the option that made the most sense. I've learned through this journey that sometimes it's deeper than the food, it's deeper than the marketing, it's deeper than the customer service. And this is one of those cases in my opinion. Sweetly Seasoned got a lot to figure out, and I thank God in advance that they do figure it out.
He made it very, very clear on what his intentions were, but he's not done. Oh, he's not done because he has a little reprimanding to do, okay, on how this thing went, on how people were spinning their own narrative about what he said and how he said it. Certain people talking with their hands and clapping.
The last thing I'm gonna touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud in detail what we deemed the money to be used towards, I also said y'all can divvy it out how y'all feel necessary. Meaning, after the money hits, because it's a POS system, it don't hit the same day. Y'all can send it out through Apple Pay, through Zelle, through Cash App, through check, through cash. However y'all feel necessary to spread it amongst the team. I thought and I still think that that's a very clear statement.
Very clear.
Misconstrued, in my opinion, intentionally misconstrued, that I said and the mom and the son can say who get the money and who don't get the money.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
No, he didn't.
I never said that. Regardless of what's going on behind the scenes, I felt on my heart to do what we did. So for the mom to go on the back end and disregard where my heart was at and what I felt like God was telling me to do in that moment and distribute the money how she felt necessary is 100% wrong in my opinion. I see the memes and I see the jokes, but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down. Her actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she in today. We just ate the food and left a tip. I pray in advance that everybody in the situation stays safe. That's my biggest concern. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
So there you have it. You know, it's funny because somebody that's that soft-spoken can really cut to the core when it comes down to it because they knew they were wrong, man. They knew they were wrong for even attempting to do this maneuver. when it was very clear, when people were making concessions, when Sorrell said she would give you her $1,000 as long as you take care of her baby brother who was cutting hair. It was very clear. He said $1,000 for the barber, $1,000 for the braider, $2,000 tip. He also left $886 for everybody to eat that was there right there at the moment, right? So there was already 30, 40 people standing there. You know what I'm saying? You're getting blessed. The son, I just don't understand why the son even tried to spin it to be like, you know, this chick is coming here just for clout, or this chick is coming here just to disrupt the business, or she wasn't invited, he wasn't invited, the barber wasn't invited. Like, it just made it made no sense that they would actually push this far. But you know what? God don't like ugly. That is the simplest way I can put this. Keith Lee comes here with a blessing, and instead of you accepting the blessing and the business that comes with it, because there were some businesses that very same weekend in Dallas that got mobbed. Like, I saw this one dude had like a Middle Eastern situation in a ghost kitchen. He had to shut down. He ran out of food. And you all could have had that same type of business because he gave you a positive review. He said exactly what he liked about your business, which he didn't come through and dog it, but you still are getting the negative effects because you all could not handle the blessing. And this is the unfortunate fact. People have mentioned this in the comments too. Money brings out the worst in people sometimes. And sometimes when you're in a mindset of lack, sometimes you can't see how the blessing is going to affect you. You can't see the bigger picture. The fact is, they probably could have made $50,000 after Keith Lee left that spot. But instead, they ended up arguing over $1,000. And unfortunately, and this had been rumored on TikTok earlier yesterday, but I found out that it's not in fact true because it's a food truck. Some people said the business had already been shut down.
Hi everyone. I am reaching out to you guys today because my son, he already called or texted, however, he got in touch with Sherelle and asked her if she could come pick up the money. From what I hear, she is refusing to get it. So now I am asking, and I'm asking my followers to please tag her and tell her Sweetly Season is asking her to please come pick up their money. Okay? I am here for please. And also, if you guys want to come out and support, please, I am here. I'm not going anywhere. All right. Thank you.
People got that impression that it was permanently closed. They probably already were going through this type of financial hardship because you can see how they got when a little money was injected into the situation. This could have been the life raft that was sent to you. But instead of taking that life raft and building upon it, instead of taking that opportunity, that new notoriety, you know, people were coming out of the woodworks to redesign the website, redesign the menus. You were going to get so much help after this. But instead, their transplants into the Dallas area, now their name is mud in the streets. And that's so unfortunate. She even has a catering part of this business. Like, you know, there could have been so many opportunities after this. But you had to get funny with the money. And unfortunately, like I said, God don't like ugly, man. So those bills that you were worrying about, that you thought you could have knocked out with that $5,200, I think in total, unfortunately, they would have been taken care of by the business that you received. And, you know, like Keith Lee said,
But I am not in the business of shutting businesses down.
he says he's not in the business of shutting businesses down. But unfortunately, what happens with the Keith Lee effect is that as much as you had negative, as much as you got positive, as much as the potential is there for you to positively benefit from this interaction, you can also be negatively impacted. And like I said, it just exposed them. And the son, you know, the son is also a TikToker. So, you know, half of this is promotion, half of this is clout. But it doesn't look good for his brand either. You know, like, I can't believe they fumbled the bag. They just fumbled it. This is why you can't just do everything by yourself. You know, somebody should have been there that would have known how to handle the success as well as to handle the failure. You need a PR team now to dig you out of this hole. It's not over entirely because, like I said, you still got a positive review. So some people are going to be interested just for that reason alone. If they're in the area, you know, what do they say? All press is good press. So even with the negative press, there is a way to flip this, but you have to change your mindset. You can't be the person who doubles down and triples down. And that if you make the mistake, your son can't see the mistake and be like, hey, Ma, this is not how the internet works. This TikTok thing is, you might take it as a joke, but this can really make or break you right now. He should have known that being on the platform as he is. He should have known that. So it's going to take a while to rehab the image, but, you know, anything is possible. But you fumbled that great opportunity at the 1 yard line. It was a wide open field and you tripped. But anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. Make sure you join the Patreon. The link is in the description for exclusive content and live streams. This is Faucette Media.